everyone. It's Front Row Phyllis Parade, winner of the 2023 Tony Award for Best Revival of a Musical, has been proclaimed as a work of art. Based on the book and true story, Leo and Lucille Frank are newlywed Jewish couple struggling to make a life in Georgia. When Leo is accused of an unspeakable crime, it propels them into a test of faith, humanity, justice, and devotion. And we are thrilled to welcome some of the cast, Jodi, Snyder, and Jake Ziman. Welcome, both of you, and thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us,
Yeah, thank
Phyllis.
you.
Oh my gosh, on tour. Now we're happy to have you coming here next week for a very short period of time. But you know what? Let's talk about, like I said before, it's based on a book, a true story. Tell us more about Parade.
Well, you had a wonderful
Yeah.
elevator pitch right there. That gives us a lot. But yeah, I think what we find so interesting about Parade is, yeah, it is a true story, and we are doing deep dives into all of these characters and their lives and how they really lived and what really happened to them, which has been such an interesting task for us as actors, because sometimes in shows we get to have more of a creative imagination. But this has really been more for us about the research and the facts, and then going from there.
Often after the show, you'll find audience members like Googling Leo Frank and kind of in awe that it is a true story. I think because it is such kind of undigestible material that people are in kind of shock at the end of the show,
Hmm.
so that they have to kind of have a moment to themselves and kind of Google everything and just to kind of really lay down that this is a true story and that what they just saw was
Right.
real. So it's our job every night to kind of bring that to life and to educate these audiences around the country. So.
Hmm.
You know what's so incredible is the score, the lyrics, of course, by the amazing Jason Robert Brown. I mean, really drives the story. They have actually called it one of the best musical theater scores. Why do you think that's the buzz right now around the show?
Yeah, I think it has to do with the brilliance of Jason Robert Brown. I mean, he's able to take this extremely difficult subject matter and create stories and music that if you took the words away, it would just be, finger snappers and foot tappers. So it's phenomenal music, and then you once you kind of dial in and realize what the songs and the lyrics are about, then
Mhm.
it's a little, you get taken aback. But the music itself it's I mean, it's an influence of like contemporary musical theater, and you've got like soul
R&B,
or yeah, yeah.
jazz, blues, so a little country feels here and there. It has so much to offer. And what Jason Ropp Brown has also done is, I mean, there's music, oh, sorry, there's moments where the music can be so simple, and then there's moments where the music can be so complicated, which really reflects the complications and the dissonance in the story, which
The first time that it debuted was in 1998, and now, and on Broadway, and it really didn't do well. And then a quarter of a century later, we kind of fast forward, and here we are. It's a hit. It's not only a hit, it's a Tony winner and and on tour. So, what do you think? What do you think the difference was 25 years ago to what's going on now?
I think there's a couple things that come to play in that. I think that unfortunately, anti-Semitism is really raging in our country right now, and it happens to be a really relevant topic. So I think people are extremely moved and interested because of the themes of that come up in our show, um, as well as I think where we are in our country politically as well. I think that also, I mean, Jason Robert Brown was saying a lot about that,
Mhm.
the difference in just the time period and where we were at politically when it first came out versus now makes a big
Right,
difference for us.
right. Yeah.
Uh,
Think that the way that the show is staged as well makes it a lot easier to watch than the original kind of concept. If you do get to see the show, the actors are on stage for almost the entirety of the show, besides
Right.
a few rare moments. So it does allow the audience to kind of once you see the actors that are going up in the gallows, or what we call like the big set piece in the center where we basically do most of our storytelling. And then
Mm,
when you're not storytelling, then you kind of derobe your role a little bit and you sit down and we're all watching the show. So we rarely get a break in the show. That's why we have water bottles on stage. So
right.
You'll see
I
that.
think that the audience kind of watches the actors turn into audience members as well. So we kind of all just pass the torch a little bit, like pass the baton, maybe if
Mhm.
like now it's your turn to do it. And I think that kind of relieves the pressure off of the audience a little bit, knowing that the
Yeah.
actors are not in it the entire time and they're able to step out of it and to take a sip of water and take a breath. And I think that really
Mm.
makes it easier to watch.
Favorite food in what city?
Oh my gosh, great
You're
question.
asking the right
You
people.
are.
We are the foodies of the tour, I
Yep.
believe.
Okay.
Gosh, I think Kansas City had some of the best memorable
Um,
food, some of the best
so
barbecue.
much great
Best
barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Uh,
also Houston had remarkable barbecue as well.
Yeah.
yes, we tried an extraordinary cool deli in
Mhm.
Cleveland.
Oh,
We're really
wow.
impressed with, and I've been searching for sort of, the best ice cream around the country. So,
Okay.
and I found a lot of great little ice cream shops that we've absolutely
What's
loved.
your go-to ice cream? What do you like?
Cookies and cream is my favorite flavor.
Okay.
We had great ice cream in Cleveland at Mitchell's, JP Licks in Boston. We love Salt and Straw, but that's not as like local to where we've been. So we've tried a lot of ice cream.
Yeah. That
We
is.
can pass the time is to just, kind of find our favorite restaurants
Hmm.
Well,
and
that's the
follow
I
beauty
love
of,
follow
it.
I mean, that's seriously the beauty of touring. You get to go to different cities, you get to try different things.
Oh my
You
gosh,
get,
yes.
yeah.
It's amazing. I've been to all these little boutiques and stores. We've been thrifting, lots of vintage shopping, and we've
So
seen it all.
fun.
Not
Oh
to
my
mention like
gosh.
hikes and nature that we've gotten to see. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you guys again. It is truly a pleasure. Parade is playing for a very limited time, guys. August 5th through the 17th at the CIBC Theater. And we will see you next week at Press Night.
Thank you very much, Phyllis.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
This is
Thank
nice.
you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.